Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of this lesson is called The Lack of Love Has Caused the Spirit of Hatred to Doom Us, Destroy us, ruin us. That's right, man. The lack of love has caused the spirit of hatred to doom us, to ruin us. And what I want to speak about is what we're dealing with in the world today. A lot of people really not paying attention, man, but there's a key element that's happening in the world that we live in. And there's a war, okay? And that war is love versus hate. Let me say it again. We're not speaking about World War III. The war that I'm speaking of is the war between love and hate. And that's where we're at today. You know, in this word, you're going to find out if you're on team love or if you're on team hate, man. But I'm going to tell you like this. If you on team love, that means you in a healthy space. If you on team hate, you in a dangerous space, man. But in the world that we live in today, man, love and hatred is really dominating how people talk, how they act, how they live. You know, Yahweh Shai, greatest two commandments, man. In Matthew 22 and 35 through 40, it spoke about number one, love Yahweh. That's the first commandment. And the second of those two greatest commandments was love your neighbor as yourself, man. That was a cold-blooded commandments, man. And all those laws hang on those two. All the laws hang on those two commandments. Loving Yahweh and loving your neighbor as yourself, man. And we're so lacking of that today. I mean, when it comes to love, there's an APB out on love. Why? Because that's love. Excuse me, y'all. Long day today, man. I didn't mean to yarn. But love is the missing element today, man. Yeah. You know, it's easy to hate, but it's hard to love, man. You ever heard that before? It's easy to hate, but hard to love, man. When in reality, it should be easy to love and hard to hate. You see, could you imagine showing love to a complete stranger? Like someone you've never met, never seen before. You come across them and just show them tremendous love. That would be extremely hard for most people to do. Why? Because they don't know that person. Why would they show a person they don't know love? Why would it be an obligation to show them love? The obligation is love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I'm talking about Israelites loving your own neighbors, your fellow Israelites. You dig? We don't do that. Jake hate Jake. Jake hate to show love to his own brethren or sister, man. But imagine just showing love to a complete stranger, man. I mean, the spirit of love today has been strong-armed, man. Someone has came and strong-armed the spirit of love, man. I mean, let me put it to you this way as we get ready to get into these scriptures. Everybody is fortunate to have a vehicle. Most people, let's just say it this way. Everyone out there that's fortunate that currently have a vehicle, okay? Most of you people that have a vehicle is rolling around with a gas tank full of hatred. When you go to the gas station, you getting a full tank of hatred. But you got love right next to it. But instead of love, you rather invest in hatred, man. So you got people riding around with a gas tank full of hatred. It's hardly no one riding around on empty with love. What you see on the screen is a beautiful example of the lack of love, man. Put it to you this way, as we get ready to get into this word. When you in a loving spirit, have you ever seen someone commit murder that's in a loving, joyous spirit? Have you seen someone in a loving, joyous spirit go home and cause mayhem and chaos on his family? No, you haven't, man. See, it's something about the spirit of love that puts you in a healthy space, man. Yeah. So if you don't learn nothing else from this word moving forward, one thing I want you to take from this lesson is invest in love, man. And you're going to be all right. Now, we're going to get into this word, man. In Luke chapter 6, verse 35, it says, love your enemies, man. Love ye your enemies. You see how powerful love is? Even those that hate you, love them. You see? Yeah. And I'm talking about Israelite to Israelite. Love ye your enemies, man. Think about that. Yahweh shall say, love ye your enemies, man. That's cold-blooded, man. Now, if you had an enemy and you showed him love, that would throw him off completely. Guess why? Because he wouldn't expect that. You see, that's the power in love, man. That's the power in love. 1 Peter 2:17 reads, honor all men, love the brotherhood, fear Yahweh, honor the king, man. Did you hear what I just said in 1 Peter 2:17? Honor all men. And then it says, love the brotherhood. And that's what we don't have today, man. Jake don't love the brotherhood. He hate the brotherhood, man. He hate it, man. You know, envious, hatred, all of that was you know, causing us to lack love, man. You know, like I said before, it's easy to hate, but it's hard to love, man. And if you can get behind the spirit of love, man, you're going to be all right, man. The next scripture we're going to come with, man, is that Hebrews, man. Chapter 13. Hebrews 13:1, to be exact, man. Matter of fact, I'm going to hold that Hebrews 13:1 and give you that Romans 12, verse 10, man. Let's bring that up. Romans 12, verse 10, and it reads, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, man. You see that? But we not kindly affectionate to one another. Nah, man, with brotherly love. And that's what's missing, man. This world is in all chaos, especially Jake among Jake, people of color among people of color. They refuse to show one another love, man. But if you demonstrate love, man, you're going to always be in a healthy space with yourself and your neighbor, man. We're going to stay in the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 8, and it reads, owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law, man. You see that? It boils back down again, okay, to loving one another, to the spirit of love. And then when you go to verse 10, it says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law, man. You see that? I mean, dude, that's cold-blooded, man. That's cold-blooded. You see? What's the name of the lesson, man? The lack of love has caused the spirit of hatred to doom us and ruin us, man. In the world, man, especially when it comes to Jake, dealing with Jake, it's a nightmare, man. I mean, we don't even speak to each other. We just have preloaded hate for one another. People wake up with hate towards their neighbor before they day even get started. They looking for a reason to hate. Like I said, it's easy to hate, man, but it's hard to love, man. And in Hebrews 13, verse 1, we're going to close it out. It says, let brotherly love continue. You see that? But that ain't what we got going on today. It's continued hatred for your brethren, man. That's why you have a lot of these senseless crimes, man. A lot of unnecessary malice, ill will, intent, man. Because we're lacking love, bro. We lacking love, man. And Yahushua already gave you the greatest, understand me, he gave you the greatest 2 commandments, man. And they both were centered around love. And if we can get to the spirit of love, I guarantee you, man, especially people of color, the way they deal with one another, if we can get to that place of love, it'll be a beautiful thing. How we interact with each other, how we get along with each other, how we fellowship with one another, how we love, man. See, the enemy got us hating one another because they know how powerful it would be if we loved one another, man. So don't fall for the okie doke, man. Don't get caught up in the fact that it's easy to hate. Yeah, it's very easy to hate. Focus on love, because if you can love your enemy, if you can love Yahweh, then you should be able to love your neighbor like you love yourself. And if you have love for anybody, man, that's what you should invest you should invest in love. Get rid of that full tank of hatred and get you a full tank of love, man. And you're going to be all right. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. Shalom.